Nobody prepares you for the dating after divorce world.
If you want a man to spend money, just tell him he's broke.
Online dating is like a whole ass job. Can you rescue me? Give me a new life.
You know, a lot of people want to judge women that want a friends with benefits.
Dating sucks 100%.
I'm not sure what they're expecting at that age. Most men don't want to carry that baggage.
I think that first dates should be split 50-50.
Date review.
Yeah, we're calling this guy the D-bag.
Let go of the idea that all the good ones are taken or there are no good men out there.
I am 60 and in a situationship.
Many older women are going through it, realizing the life they expected never came true. Kindly subscribe to the channel as it further supports us in our work. Thank you.
I want to know from women over 35 if cohabitating with men is really worth it.
This has been my first week after my divorce. For the women that have been through this before, just out of curiosity, how long did it take you before you were at peace with your circumstances of being alone? I'm doing better than I expected, and I'm sure with time, every day, it'll get better. But this situation is just so sad. I just wish things could have been different. But I have high hopes for the future.
I think a lot of people secretly do feel disqualified. I don't know who this person is or what this person's referring to. Am I disqualified to date again after being married twice? Am I disqualified from commenting about dating at this point after being married twice? I don't know, and I don't really care. However, I think a lot of people do feel that if they have been in one or more marriages, that somehow they're damaged goods or that another person is.
Well, going off the percentage rate, if a person has been married twice, the likelihood of that person getting divorced again is pretty high. So yes, most men might see a woman who's been divorced twice as disqualified. In fact, the divorce rate for second marriages is 67%, and for third marriages, it jumps to 73%. At that point, it's not just about bad luck, it's a pattern. Men aren't blind to this. If a woman has already left two husbands, why would a third marriage be any different? Most men don't want to be next in line for the same outcome. On top of that, a woman who has been through multiple divorces may come with emotional baggage. That's a lot for a man to take on, especially when he could choose someone with less history and fewer complications. The reality is, marriage is already risky enough for men, and getting involved with someone who has a proven track record of failed marriages only makes it worse.
This is a question for the guys, and this is brought up to me by people in my life. I'm super Canadian there. So is a reason why you don't date is just because you feel like you're priced out of the game? Because I feel like women are priced out from having kids. People are priced out from owning homes. Is it now affecting people like being priced out from having a relationship? Is a relationship a luxury?
Let's chat about dating. Because I ran into a woman who's my age, 60, and she's single, I'm single, and we were chatting about how difficult it is to find a guy at this stage of our life. Because the guys who are our age, including my cousin who recently got married, always go for the younger girls. So she said she tried all the Tinder and all the apps and couldn't find a guy. So she said, okay, I'm willing to pony up money and pay for a matchmaker. And she went to a matchmaker here in Montreal who's quite known in the city. And basically this woman said to her, at your age, you're basically unmatchable. Like, forget about it. No guy's going to go for you.
Ouch!
Like, what a thing to say to anybody. Like, talk about stabbing her in the dark, in the back and saying, basically, you're done. You're like a has-been and no man will ever go for you. Yet, guys in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, we've seen they're all having babies with younger women. I feel like I'm a catch, but according to this matchmaker, I'm not.
Well, that's pretty funny. But the matchmaker wasn't trying to be disrespectful. They were just being 100% honest. And it's a brutal truth that older women don't want to hear, but it's simply a fact. Most older men go for younger women. It's not about being mean, It's biology and human nature at work. Men, especially as they age, are often drawn to youth and the energy that comes with younger women. That's the way nature designed things. It's hard for older women to accept because it goes against what they were taught or what they hoped for. Society might tell them they can have it all or age gracefully. But the truth is, the dating market is far more competitive for older women. When the odds are stacked against them, it's easy to be frustrated. But the reality doesn't change. The men they desire are often chasing something different.
Every time I start to think about how dating kind of sucks, I think about how it could be so much worse. And by that, I mean I could be attracted to men. Like, honestly, thank God, thank the universe, thank whoever that I am a lesbian, because I cannot imagine my worst date with a woman has to be better than someone's first date with a man, with any date with a man.
I'm about to leave for a date. If you're new here, I went through a divorce last year. I've been separated a little over a year. I just went through a breakup about 6 weeks ago from a situationship, whatever. I didn't really know. It was my first real thing since my divorce. It was only 3 months long, but it rocked my world. Now I'm getting back out there and I hate it. And I genuinely, right now, I don't have excitement for this date. This guy is sweet. He's great. I don't know. We'll see. I don't have excitement. Right now I have anger because I'm dealing with these nerves of a first date, right? And I'm angry at my ex-husband because I'm almost 30 and I'm getting ready for and I'm nervous for a date. I'm angry at my ex because there was love bombing and promises made that I didn't think I would be here. I'm angry at the universe that I am almost 30 and going on date and I'm a single mom and I'm going to suck it up. I'm going to go smile. I'm going to go get to know somebody. And I'm going to do my best because I don't want to be alone forever. I want to date. I want to meet my person. So this is a necessary thing. I just wanted to say that if you're like me and you're in this weird position where it's not fun, where you literally have anger because you have to go on dates. I don't know if I'm alone in this feeling. I don't know if this is normal, to be angry. I guess I'm just angry because I did not think I would be here. I did not think that I would be 30, a single mom, going on date and having to be nervous for dates. It's not the way life was supposed to go.
Well, ouch. I do like your spirit, madam, but considering the fact that you're a single mum with 4 kids, it really will be hard to lock down a man. And by the way, a situationship isn't a relationship. So I'm not sure how you guys broke up if you never really dated. But look at this woman. Dating is already hard for her as a single mum. Now imagine those women at 50 or 60 who are even further removed from the ideal age and situation that men typically seek. At that point, the odds are stacked against them. Their options are slimmer, and the reality is that many men their age or older aren't looking to settle down or take on the responsibilities of raising someone else's kids, especially when they've already done that or are looking for a fresh start. For women in their 50s and 60s, the game is even harder. Many of them have lived through decades of changing expectations and, in some cases, multiple failed marriages. But seriously, no man wants to go through that.
So I keep seeing these videos of people asking, why is it so difficult, so challenging to date in your 50s and 60s? What's the issue? Let me address this for you. First and foremost, at 60, I'm not here for your crap. I'm not here for you to disturb my peace. I'm not here for you to drag your drama, trauma, and lack of counseling onto my person.
Date time. If I have an update on a date, do I just call it an update or do I have to say date update? Nothing's exciting. I haven't gone on one yet, but online dating is a whole ass job. And these men, I don't know if maybe women too, but if you don't respond fast enough, they have little tudes. It's crazy. Anyways, I think I'm agreeing to go on a few dates this weekend. Just kidding. So excited to meet my person. I don't know. I'm at an age where part of me is I want to meet you. I want you to be my best partner ever. And the other part is can you rescue me? It's this torn between help and let's go. And by rescue, I mean give me a new life. Not that I don't love mine, but it's just, it's like a midlife crisis. At 40, it would be amazing to have a new one.
When haven't we heard that before? Women hit a midlife crisis at 40, suddenly want a man to save them, and of course, provide them with a brand new life. Well, in this woman's case, she wants to be rescued. But the reality is, life doesn't come with a reset button. A lot of women at this stage in life have already dug their own grave, suddenly wanting a man to bail them out. The problem is, it doesn't work like that. This is how these so-called single by choice women end up, no kids, no family, and wishing they could start over. The truth is, the path they chose comes with its own consequences. No one told them that the years they spent dodging commitment, avoiding family life, or chasing fleeting pleasures would lead to a profound sense of emptiness later on. As time goes on, these women find themselves desperate for the very things they once dismissed. What a shame.
Nobody prepares you for the dating after divorce world. In general, dating just sucked. I was 5 months postpartum. I got separated with my ex-husband. I didn't even have my period back yet. And I definitely was not ready to date. I waited till I was probably 9 to 10 months postpartum. And I said, you know what? The line's starting to disappear on my stomach from having a child. Mama can get some too now. I downloaded Tinder, where I thought people, just met each other and, everything was great. I shit you not, this was the first message I received on Tinder. What? What? Also, what kind of groceries? Do you eat all your groceries? Or am I going to be like the kale that sits in the bottom left drawer of your refrigerator and goes bad every week?
Dating sucks 100%, if not more. Before 2020, I feel like we had options. And now it's just ridiculous. I got rid of the dating apps. I'm not doing that anymore. There was this comedian on the Drew Barrymore show. She had it right. We need to put all of those dating apps into one and just call it What's Left, because there's nothing out there. I need to move. I'm not moving, by the way. I know I posted a video that y'all think I'm moving. I'm not moving, but I probably should, because there's nobody here and I'm over it. I have people that keep trying to slide back into the DMs and try to hook up or whatever. If I'm feeling it, maybe, I don't know if I'm feeling it, but probably not, because there's a reason why we are not talking anymore. I am looking for that connection, and I'm tired of these boys that pretend to be men and try to show me what I want and then decide that, can't do it anymore. I'm doing my winter arc. All these dusty dudes that just think that they're all that in a bag of chips, when guess what? You are not my cup of tea. It might be someone else's, but you're not mine. And the only reason why I might be entertaining some people is because I'm bored, because there's nothing else to do. That doesn't mean that I'm gonna give it up easy. So there's that. I don't know. Get me out of here. I already can see the comments. Y'all are going to come for me. I already know it. But guess what? I want what I want. I really want a gym guy. I need somebody that's fit and that likes to go to the gym, because I go to the gym all the time. And that's my morning rant.
Well, just because you want what you want doesn't mean you're going to get it. And I don't know why women always say there's no options out there, like they're the only ones struggling. The truth is, men go through the same thing as well. When they see the dating pool, they don't see a sea of possibilities. They see a sea of red flags. It's not just about being picky or selective. It's about navigating through people with baggage, unrealistic expectations, and a lack of genuine connection. Men have their own set of challenges when it comes to dating. They're expected to meet certain financial standards, be emotionally available, and carry the weight of traditional expectations. So while it may seem like women are the ones facing all the hardships in the dating world, men are facing their own struggles and challenges. They're tired of dealing with surface-level connections, fake personalities, and someone trying to leech off them.
I find the dating scenes for women my age these days to be very disappointing, Because men are like parking spaces. All the good ones are taken. The only ones that are still available are the handicaps.
I think that first dates should be split 50-50. I think that dating is hard enough as it is without having to fork out tons of money on first dates when you have really very little idea of whether or not this is going to be an actual relationship, whether there's even going to be chemistry. I think that there are some exceptions. If you already know each other well, you were friends, you have a deep connection, you've decided to take it to a romantic place, maybe you want to take someone out, truly desire to take that person out on a really nice date, fine. But for most people, when you're swiping and you've never met and you've just been chatting, it should be 50-50 and it should be short, not overly romantic. Also, you don't want to have something that has like no vibes whatsoever. Go somewhere with, have a quick drink, have something small, meet, go 50-50. I think that's the way it is. I think it's really getting out of control for men who are forking out tons of cash. But I also think it puts a lot of pressure on the person who's being paid for as well. Somebody takes you out to a nice dinner. I know, like if, back in the day, I'd be at a bar, maybe a guy sends me a free drink or wants to buy me a drink. I got to the point where I would just say no, I don't, please don't. Because then I felt bad. I felt obligated to talk to them. And it just didn't like that feeling. And I think the same goes for first dates. Yes, there are people who love to get people to pay for them. And, but if that's the person that you're going out with, and by going 50-50, you don't get to go out with them because they don't want to date you anymore, then that's probably a good thing, because that's not who you want to date.
Wow, I actually agree with this woman. This is something I've been preaching on the channel. Modern women today expect something grandiose on the first date. Speaking of going 50-50, that's something they don't like at all. They want the royal treatment right from the start, as if they've already earned it. The expectations are out of control. Dinner at a fancy restaurant, flowers, compliments, all the bells and whistles. And here's the kicker. Even if you do happen to go 50-50 with them, they'll eventually block you because they feel entitled to your money. It's crazy. The entitlement is real. Some women expect a man to cover everything just because they showed up, without any consideration for what they're actually contributing to the relationship, beyond their presence. They act like the act of showing up is enough to warrant lavish treatment. They'll often even mask it under the guise of romance or traditional values. But deep down, it's about getting the benefits without having to give anything in return. Don't be fooled.